Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss another update.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Quran Time with Hania, where we explore the Quran and the interesting stories inside this marvelous book. The 15th part of the Quran covers Surah Bani Israel and the majority of Surah Kahaf. This part of the Quran covers the event of Miraj. One night, when the Holy Prophet was about to take rest after offering his prayers, he suddenly heard a voice. It was the voice of the Archangel Jibreel, who said to him, "This night you have to perform a very unique journey, and I have been ordered to remain with you. You will travel different parts of the world, mounted on a winged horse named Buraq." The Prophet mounted Buraq and proceeded to Bayt al-Muqaddas, situated in Jerusalem, which is also called Masjid al-Aqsa. After a very short time, he dismounted there and visited different parts of the mosque, as well as Bethlehem, which is the birthplace of Prophet Isa, and he also saw various other places associated with different prophets. At some of these places, he also performed 2 rakats of prayers. Thereafter, he commenced the second part of his journey and proceeded from that place to the skies. He then observed the stars and the system of the world, and conversed with the souls of the previous prophets, and also with the angels of the heavens. He saw the centers of blessing and torture, paradise and hell, and also saw the places of the dwellers of hell and paradise from close quarters, and consequently became fully aware of the secrets of creation, the extent of the universe, and the signs of Allah. Then he continued his journey and reached Sidrat al-Muntaha, a large lotus tree that marks the boundary in the 7th heaven, which no one can pass, and found it fully covered with splendor, magnificence, and grandeur. Then his journey came to an end, and he returned through the way he had gone. Allah also explains how the nation of Israel were foretold that they would make mischief on this earth twice. The first time was when they persecuted Prophet Shuaib, and as a punishment, a tyrant king was imposed on them. The second time, they killed Prophet Zechariah and Prophet Yahya, and as a punishment, the king of Babylon took over their nation. Some other topics are also covered, like the greatness of the Holy Quran, the purpose of its revelation and its miracle, the honor bestowed on man by Allah, the bestowal of blessings on him, like the soul and life. The first part of Surah Kahf mentions the story of Ashab Kahf, the companions of the cave. The story of the companions of the cave is a story of a group of men who hid inside a cave outside the city of Ephesus around 250 AD to escape persecution. The king forced all his kingdom to worship idols, and whoever did not would be killed. These young men were offered incentives like money and power if they agreed to his invitation. Death threats were made if they refused to listen to his command. These young men wanted to protect their faith above all else, and so they came out to the city to save their religion. While walking, they reached a cave in a mountain far away from the city. On the way, a dog joined them. They decided to take shelter in this cave. When they entered the cave, Allah put them to sleep. Here they slept for 309 years. When they woke up, they were worried about food. One of them went to town to buy food. There he was recognized because of his ancient coin, and he saw that in 3 centuries things have changed. The government of the polytheists was over, and now the monotheists were in power. These young men, who left home for the sake of their faith, became national heroes in their eyes. Allah also mentions another incident. Once there were 2 people. One had gardens and the other was poor. The gardener was arrogant. The poor man said to him, "That do not be arrogant and be thankful to Allah." He did not listen to him, and then the punishment of Allah came, and its gardens were burnt. Allah also explains how this worldly life is like water raining down from the sky on earth and turning it green. After a while, the rain stops, everything dries up and is destroyed.